Welcome in. Grab a blanket. That's what I'm doing today. Rest. Rest in the beingness. Or in most spiritual communities, they say the present moment. I don't know if that's what we want to call this moment here. It's open to interpretation. Settle into the space. So for today's meditation, I'm going to read a quote on silence, stillness, and offer a perspective, a technique, a type of meditation that you can do for the 10 minutes, if you'd like one. And naturally, your own practice, if you have it, you've been with us for a while, or you've just shown up and you have a practice. You can jump into that now, and you can create any kind of dialogue or conversation you'd like in the comments. It's open. This is a safe space for everybody. There's no dogma here. I would imagine, and most of the people who are searching for stillness, for mindfulness, for meditation, whatever the reason, there are universal truths that we can all abide in, that we can agree upon. Pointers pointing us in the direction of self-realization. The terms enlightenment and transcendence and all are the same synonym for awakening is another. I like the words remaining. And just remaining as you naturally are. And how we get there depends on, the spiritual teachers you follow. I prefer what I've heard from Muji, from the Advaita. At certain times, I've preferred Buddhism. There's a long stretch where I didn't agree with Taoism. And of late, there have been moments where I find it to be what I'm needing in the moment. Qigong, Tai Chi, yoga, body work, I love it. Breath work as well. So for today's meditation, and we can just share the spaces as long as you like, but I will read this quote and we can start meditating. If you're wanting to do a longer session, just as always, continue. You could even mute the video after we jump into the meditation, just so that you can continue without any interruption if you don't have a scheduled plan or a timer of your own. But if you'd like, I will set a 10-minute timer for us when we jump in, and will alert us with a chime when our 10 minutes is over. So, quote, inner silence is the vastest kingdom, rarely discovered, and yet it is the greatest resting place for all beings. Inner silence is the vastest kingdom, rarely discovered, and yet it is the greatest resting place for all beings. Rest in your own inner silence. And if you'd like a meditation to do for the next 10 minutes before we jump in, I like to call it listening to God. Some may call it source, creator, energy, whatever you would like to label it with. But the supreme consciousness, the supreme awareness, whichever you want to call, or just peace, transcendence, tranquility, beingness, all of these words. But what this meditation will do will point you in that direction. And so what you do is nothing. So you sitting, standing, eyes open or closed, do nothing. Witness your intentions, beliefs. Witness your moods and sensations. And witness your thoughts. And as you witness all of these phenomena that are perceivable, all that you can perceive and witness with your mind's eye, internally and externally, thoughts as they come, witnessing the constant stream, the flow, and creating space and noticing that that is not who you are. How can you be your thoughts if you can witness your thoughts? You are the witness. And as you witness, you notice. Moods and sensations, all of your senses, as you witness. The breath. So you're witnessing everything as a play of the mind, and then you have time as well. The past doesn't exist. The future doesn't exist. The present moment doesn't exist, because as soon as you name it, it becomes a thought form that you believe in, that you use to analyze and judge, reflect upon the past, desire for the future, all sitting in the realm of imagination, mind, and time, and personal identity. All that you've experienced funneled into your name. And it is constantly changing. All is constantly changing. That can be witnessed by your awareness. And just allow, be detached, be empty. And with those principles in mind, for the 10 minutes, just listen to silence. Listen to the silence and anything that tries to take your attention away or disturb you from listening to the silence. Recognize it. There's an attempt of the mind. Yes, I'm the witness. I'm not my thoughts. I'm not my moods and sensations. I'm not my personal identity, with my beliefs and intentions and emotional attachments. And all of these thoughts and the critical mind and the ego and the personality, all of this is witnessable. I can watch it. It can happen. But I'm witnessing if there is any feeling of a reaction, any sensory perception that draws my attention away from listening to silence. Being empty, doing nothing is my intention. And I'm listening to silence. Remain here for 10 minutes. We begin in 3, 2, And that's our 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us for today's meditation session. As I said earlier, feel free to continue meditating. And we will be doing this every day, so feel free to join tomorrow for another daily meditation session. This is a support community for all of us. Started out with just myself wanting to build a like-minded group and practice daily. And here we are now. So I'm super grateful for all of you sharing this space. In peace and tranquility, resting in the beingness that is naturally yours. Namaste.